Hi everyone, and welcome to this quick review of the new XD65 Pro 2 thermal monocular from Nitek. Now this is their premium thermal monocular, so it is the top of their range. So let's see what we get. Now in the box we get a USB charging lead, a video out lead, a cleaning cloth, a bag to put it in, and of course the monocular. So what are we working with? Well, the side of the box tells me it has a 12 micron thermal sensor at 640 by 512, a noise equivalent temperature difference of less than 25 millikelvin. So, on paper is pretty bloody impressive. So to tell you how impressive that is, it's up there in theory and on paper with the HELION 2 XP50 Pro from Pulsar, but almost half the price. So on paper, this thing should perform pretty bloody well. So this is going to be interesting as I've just had the HELION for a few months. So let's start rolling some footage. Now, while this general footage rolls with some animals at distances, remember it is also clearer in the viewfinder and we do lose quality in the recorded footage. Now, I'll give you some more numbers. So it comes in at about 500 grams, battery life max is about 6 hours, and you can use an external USB battery pack out in the field if you want. I transfer the files off simply via drag and drop via the supplied USB lead. There's an Android app from Nitek, but they still haven't updated the iOS app, so it's a generic app if you're running an Apple device. It can be used happily either left or right-handed. Startup time though is 20 seconds, so it is not the fastest by a long way, but it does have a sleep mode for instant startup and to save battery when you're out and about, and you will need to use that. Now, the claim detection range. I always say this, but the detection and identification ranges are two different things. So you can detect deer with this out to 3.5 kilometres. You won't know it's a deer, it will be a blob, but you will know something is there. The same thing applies to person detection range of 2.6 kilometres. It's a blob, but I can safely say, and I have ID'd a fox out to about 400 metres quite happily, and know that it is a fox. Now that's pretty bloody good. Once I know that he is there, I can move around or whistle him in depending on what I'm going to do, or I can get in his way. So that sort of clarity I was very impressed with, especially with the detail that was available to me in poorer conditions, which is where these things shine. Now, things of note, it now has another 3-year warranty, 32 gig internal memory, it has 5 colour thermal palettes, the same 5 they've always had, and the same annoying floppy lens cover that I don't like, but once again can be easily fixed with an aftermarket option. Now, I don't normally do this in a review, but I'm going to this time. I'm going to put this one side by side against the HELION 2 XP50 Pro from Pulsar. Now, this isn't a fair comparison, let me be clear. One is almost double the cost, but on paper, they should be close in specs. So I'm going to show it anyway. So, distances, basic animals, blah, blah, some buildings and some other stuff. But what you do with the two scopes at the exact same time, in the exact same conditions, to show you exactly what they are and how they compare. Now, I'm actually pretty impressed with this little fella from Nitek. He does hold his own, which I must say is pretty good bang for your buck. So there you have it. Now, the market is becoming very crowded and choices are becoming abundant, so it's great that Nitek have upped their game and their prices are very competitive. It is a very crowded market and they are doing very well, and this 65 Pro 2 is a very capable monocular. Value for money is very impressive and the unit has performed extremely well, especially in the poorer conditions, as you'd expect. Now, as I always say, do your own research, get your hands on the product, get as much hands-on experience as you can before purchase. Thanks for watching again. Don't forget to hit subscribe and like button. Any questions, leave below, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.